showed up a couple hours late, and Ken's here with this crazy car that I've never seen before.
All right, let's get to work.
What are we doing today, Ken?
Working.
Hey Ken, do you know no one's ever done all-wheel drive donut here?
Man, you were...
That's what I'm starting with. Ron right here thought he'd be the first. What's that?
That actually kind of makes me, cry. Because I feel like there should be more Hoonage just in general with all-wheel drive cars. Why
I agree.
Am I like the main dude that does
That's actually a really good conversation.
Yeah, what is this? Is Southern California just feel like they don't need all-wheel drive?
What's up, all-wheel drive guys?
No, you know what I think it is? Because everyone with all-wheel drive who lives in Southern California has never experienced snow. Because I think snow is what introduces you to Hoonage from an all-wheel drive market.
I guess. I don't know. Y'all need to throw down. This is embarrassing. I see so many STIs and Evos out here, and not one has thrown down here.
Call these dudes out.
Call that all of it. All
Yeah,
of it.
Ron, let's hear it.
STI, Evo, you got it. You got a turbo and all-wheel drive. Come throw down right here. I want to see this. Don't just stance it out. Don't be meeting at like a Fuddruckers parking lot talking about stage 2 VF39s and shit. Yo, come here, rip the handbrake and throw down.
Can you back up and just see how Ron's talking this shit with the laptop in his hand?
Always.
Fuddruckers.
Yo, Fuddruckers is the best line ever.
That's what
Stage 2 Fuddruckers. You got Stage 2 Fuddruckers in there.
So this is a Group A WRC car. Was raced all through the 90s. It started off as a Group A spec, and it changed. The spec changed a bit to make them a bit quicker in the WRC in the later 90s. But it is a all-wheel drive, 2-liter, roughly 350, 400 horsepower. Very fun car.
So we have one quick question, just to get started.
No questions.
No, this is how you don't run this show. We run this show. We run
Welcome
this
to Daily
show.
Transmissions, motherfucker.
Want to know what the Super Green Apple Charger does? Does anyone know what this does? What is that?
The nitrous expansion anti-lag chamber.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you think it is, Ron?
Yeah, what Vince said.
Yeah.
An apple?
By the way, I just want the entire internet, right? So I can't believe they don't know what that is.
All those Hoonigan guys aren't even car
I
people.
swear to God, when this car showed up, all of our mechanics who've been working in Raleigh forever were like, I don't know what that is. So this is Skip. Skip works on the cars. He's the one that keeps them running.
Hey, Skip,
you know him.
That we're not dumb for not knowing what that is.
Have you seen that before? It's an apple.
I just want to interrupt and say that Skip has a twin turbo V8 Firebird stick.
Comment below if you want Skip to bring his. Well, name your 2 cars, because I know you got a secret project going, but name the 2 you can talk about.
Well, there's a 75 Ford van and the fire chicken.
So what we want is we want you to bring them here on a trailer, and we want you to do a burnout in the van while your missus does a burnout in the Trans Am
We can
on the trailer.
On
Boom,
the trailer.
done.
There we go.
Done.
Nice.
So what is that thing?
It's an accumulator for the diff system again. So the front and center's active, so that's the accumulator for the diff system.
Science.
Yeah, we didn't need to know that. On the it's above us.
More like
Yeah, I'm less interested now. Anyway, let's get back to it. So yeah, there's a motor. It looks like it's got 4 pistons in there somewhere. I can tell by the spark plugs. What else do we know?
So much stuff going on here.
But no, I mean
Carbon fiber.
But this is definitely how they built cars back in the 90s. Like, look at how many weird pieces of aluminum attached to weird hoses attached to other things.
Throw technology.
I mean, there's probably 1,000 solenoids in here.
It's also got a 7-speed gearbox.
Wow,
Which
really?
is gnarly.
Really?
7-speed gearbox, yeah.
this thing's illegal.
Yeah, and this thing's also. Can we show the plate?
Yeah, show the plate.
Get out.
So Brian, you made up this nickname for me. You can explain it.
Had Hoonigan in charge.
Very good.
If you guys, if you guys,
What's that from?
Mob Deep. Keep it real in the streets. So when Ford decided that they were going to build the Escort into a Group A car, they had a small problem. Car came front-wheel drive, and they didn't have an all-wheel drive platform. So the actual Group A cars, like the one you see here, was actually built off of a Ford Sierra chassis that they took all the Escort body panels on and put it on. So if you actually put this next to a real Escort, you'll notice that it's about like 3 or 4 inches bigger in different directions. So that's a random fact.
Insane facts that you know for no reason.
That's a good fact. This wing was only on the Group A car, and then when it switched to like the WRC category spec, even though this was top level WRC, and then the spec changed a bit, they went to a different wing that just sat.
Right.
So I'm a big fan of this wing though.
Wasn't this one of the biggest wings in rally at that time? Like no one had something bigger or something like that. Let's just make it up. Ron, just say it. Say that.
They were like, yo.
No, pull out the computer because then people know you fact checked
hold on.
it. See, boom, fact checking. These are not alternative facts, people.
Biggest wing in WRC in 1991.
Boom. See, there you go.
Facts.
Can we talk about the inside of this car? How many switches are in there?
There's lots of switches. And there's lots of switches with like really just random labels on them or no labels. Like this is to turn the anti-lag on.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, I know that. There's another one over here, no label. That's how you turn the diffs on, because they're electronic diffs in this car. The center there, that's all. This is all the controllers for the electronic diffs. And then look at fuses. All
Changing fuses on the fly.
This is like what scrolls through the system here on the dash. I mean, this car is wild. It's funny to see the engineer plug a computer into it.
It's got a BMX brake setup.
Yeah.
Is that the reverse lockout?
Yeah. Look how nice the Hoonigan hand.
I know, it's really nice. It's a nice little
So is this
piece.
car built in the 90s?
And by the way, I like that
Yes.
the BMX grip matches the BMX lever. I just want to point that out to people right there.
Oh yeah, it's a good setup.
I see it's got a serial port, so you can plug in a printer and a fax machine. That's nice. AP brakes on here. We've got some 5.2s. We've got a door that closes. One of the things I really like about this car is the trip computer is just like mounted here.
Yeah.
I just kind of love that.
What is that? I'm asking for a friend.
Do you want to explain?
Trip computer. So in a rally, even when you're done with the stage,
Ron has professionally co-driven for Scion that.
and Wyatt Knox
And for
at
Wyatt,
Team O'Neill
yeah.
rally, except our car set on fire, and then Wyatt got me really drunk afterwards. But that's another.
I actually didn't know that.
So explain what a trip computer is for Vin's friend.
Yeah, that for internet.
friend. Oh, yeah.
Vin's got a friend. He just wants to know.
So in a rally, when you're done with the stage, you still need directions to get to the next stage. So the co-driver has what's called tulip notes. In the tulip notes, it's got mileage increments. So he checks the trip computer versus notes, so he doesn't get lost and misses the next stage.
So you're telling me the trip computer is only used during transit sections?
Yeah.
Nah, you use
That's-
it during the stage.
During-
Because then co-driver knows if something happens, he can line it up
you
with
could see, right,
with
how
the
far in.
organizer's information to see where you are in the stage, that sort
Right.
of thing. So he'll know if we're 12.2
So if you get lost in the
miles
notes, it helps.
Right,
Like you-
or yeah, because else you'll find a junction or something and know he's so far, and then look things up in the notes. Or if there's an emergency, he can look down and say, oh, we're 12.3 miles in, we're at, come get us, that sort of thing. Are we gonna do something with this? Or
Yeah, start it up. Let's start it up.
Okay.
There's just like so much random stuff mounted in this car. It's awesome. And just in case, that fire extinguisher. You also have that one. Because it was the 90s and everyone caught on fire back then.
Oh, by the way, the side exhaust.
Yeah, I know. I just remembered that.
There we go. 17.
Damn.
What's that little knob do?
What's what little knob do?
Little knob on the dash.
There's like 100 little knobs on the dash.
What's that one?
Oh, that's the horsepower knob.
Why is that at 1?
Well, if you want to get rowdy, you turn it to 7.
Oh yeah.
You need one of those.
No,
You would break the knob off.
break it at 7.
Tony Harmer has owned that shirt and worn that shirt almost every day since it's come out. OG Tire Slam.
I don't have the fancy feet like Hurt. I'm really heavy on my feet, so I feel like it's safer to let Hurt dance around.
Yeah, but everyone says I have the worst shake cam.
You do have the worst shake cam.
That was amazing! Yo, that thing just snaps!
Right, that was only slightly sketchy.
He saved the first all-wheel drive donuts for you.
Is that as scary as it looks?
Really sketchy.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally through the grate every time.
The other game was gone.
That was awesome.
Yo, this thing looks crazy fast. Just wow, wow, wow. You've never done it?
because it's your thing.
It's not my thing, I retired.
It's your thing.
It's your thing now.
That's a wrap!
That'll do, sir.
This one's a better ending.
That was dope. Iconic car, iconic moment. History at the Donut Garage. Now let's cut to Brian's second rap after Ken's first rap, so none of us have to yell rap again.
Don't let Brian do it my jaw. Hurt my jaw.
I was terrifying. Yeah, that was terrifying.
Just like Brian's dance moves, I had no idea that was inside this man.
By the way, I will never dance on DT. Stop that. There's a comment that was like, whole episode of DT on how to dance with Brian Scott. And I was like, you dance breakdown.